Well guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is another Star Citizen video, but it's slightly different. So I have a walk and a talk with one of the Star Citizen community members who has jumped into my Discord. Now he's a really cool guy, goes by Smiles in the game, and he is absolutely full of Star Citizen information. So I broke this down into smaller chunks because I think we played for about 2 hours. And he walked me around, he showed me some of his ships, and just filled my head with loads of cool information, stuff from years ago up to now. And I thought you guys might like to see it if you're not well versed in Star Citizen like myself. It might be quite interesting to hear a lot of this. So I broke it down into, I think, half an hour-ish sections. If you are interested in it, then obviously please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. If you don't want to see any more of this, which will be a shame because it's full of info, then just let me know as well in the comments below and we will move on to something else. But thank you again for Smiles, who was a great host in the system. Enjoy, and I will catch you in the next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
In beginning, the UI was only like the hovering bits you can get when you try to invite a person directly to your party, or when you open one of the doors on a ship. Like that was every interaction bit was like that, and before that. It didn't tell you what it does. It didn't. It only said use. Yeah, it only said use.
Oh god! I find it quite annoying talking to, like, you can speak to a couple of the NPCs, can't you?
Yeah.
And when they're moving and the whole interaction thing moves with them, and you're like, oh god.
That's fucked up. I mean, they will fix that because they need the system for Squadron 42, but I think we will see that this when, much later for the PU.
This looks absolutely epic, by the way.
Yeah, it's the Origin 400i.
Oh, it's a posh one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a luxurious,
wow.
small exploration ship.
What is that?
That's the gravity generator.
It's cool.
Every bigger ship, or even the smaller ship, has one, but on the bigger ships they are.
It looks ace, isn't it? It looks absolutely amazing.
That's the lockers for the crew.
Oh my!
So they can store their
wow.
the undersuits and stuff, like for the future.
How ace is that?
Then left and right we have the component rooms. Like they are separate cooled. So if you go in there, like open. And you can actually see the temperature drop on your hut.
Oh yeah, 3 degrees.
Yeah, so they stay nice and cool. If so, you can
that is ridiculous.
Overclocking them. Then that's the little storage room. You can lower this bit.
Oh, does this drop down to the floor?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like this. I mean, the animations are so awesome in this game.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And somewhere here there should be
got life pods here.
Yeah, right. That's when the ship takes too much damage and we have to leave.
Do they actually work?
No, not yet.
That you want to find out anyway. But
yeah, that's true. And let me get down there for a second. And I mean, now they're pretty more or less useless because I mean, if you die, you just respawn in the hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
With more or less no consequences. So this is the lift for the second deck, or we can use a ladder when it's a power outage. Like,
Got you.
yeah, I mean they planned for every single thing. So stand on the elevator and press the upper button.
Oh, it's too late. I'm up. I'm up.
The ladder. Let me get us off the landing pad so that we don't get like stored.
Oh, would we get stored if we're in it?
Yeah, when we block the
Right.
pad for a certain amount of time, they say, "Hey, we have to store your ship.
Right.
Please evacuate the area." And then they say this like 3 times, and if you not have cleared the area, you get spawned in the lobby of the station.
Look at the view in this.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Oh my
breathtaking.
god!
Landing gear raised.
This is like the the Federation type look in it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're in the cockpit, or?
I am. I'm just in the seat behind you.
Ah, nice. In the co-pilot seats, you can also press F4 to get a view from the outside, just to look a bit on the ship. If you can tell, I have a little metallic look on
yes,
it.
yeah, I've seen. It's
this is stealthy. A very special paint for the concierge members that you could buy only when they first announced that ship, like last year on the thing. Yeah, I thought, hey, it looks like the ship from Mandalorian from the painting here.
Yeah, it looks
and I
epic.
had to get it.
And you got the armor to match; it kind of blends in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a full thing going on, you know.
It
looks so good.
The part I want to play in Star Citizen is I want to be a trader, like a merchantman who travels the stars, traveling from one planet to the other. I mean, I have 2 Bennu merchantmans.
Oh yeah. Haven't they just been changed?
That's the point. Not really, because they updated the style of it like 5 years ago, but no one really noticed then. And they have the original concept picture still on the webpage, but I think it's absolutely fucking stupid. So like a whole bunch of the community didn't notice it, that it actually had changed, and now they're like, what the fuck do you make of this ship? And it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, it's yeah, but I still love it. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, the ship. I like the aesthetics, and it has the Middle Eastern Oriental like trading vibes.
Yeah. So it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's how you want to be, innit? A traveling tradesman type look.
Yeah, absolutely, and like a little bit of a gunslinger as well. I mean, you have to defend the stuff you buy. So,
well, yeah, in the future you're probably going to get pirated, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the merchantman has a pretty decent defense capabilities, but I mean, bigger pirate groups will just say, "Oh yeah, please, let's strip this whale."
You'll get some jackass like me who thinks he's good. Go, give me everything you've got, and you're dead, mate. Oh god.
I mean, I'm counting on the size 8 weapons on the Bennu Merchantman to defend myself. So yeah, that's like capital size weapons
8.
that blew everything.
Yeah, you kiss goodbye then, can't you?
I mean, the biggest guns in game, I think, are now size 5. No, they 5, 6 or 7. the hard-mounted one on the Crusader fighters that are like that should be capital class ship hunters.
Yeah.
But that's like that's a hit and run ship. It can't
but
take a lot of punch, so
they got nothing against my Aurora, though, mate.
yeah, if they can't hit you, I mean, to be honest, if you have a really good pilot, if you gave him an Aurora, he probably can go up to an to like a heavy fighter, like a Super Hornet or something like that from the military, and still fucking win.
just annoy the hell out of him like a really annoying wasp or something.
Oh, you can see the city from up here and the city lights if you look down.
Oh, and Babbage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just to think about it. I mean, other games like No Man's Sky have to cheat about it and place a hidden loading screen when we enter a planet or something like that, and so stuff. But like this game, like no compromises. Like
yeah, they've done it sort of properly, and you know, people moan about the timescale, but that's why, because this is actually what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, like Red Dead Redemption 2 got like 8 years of development.
Yeah.
Like, this project only has like 2 years more and has grown from like five guys in the basement of one of their mothers to like a company of about 700 people with 4 locations around the world. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, crazy.
So, did you saw the rest of the ship, or?
I don't think I've seen all of it. So we'll have a little goosey gander, because it looks amazing.
I mean, it absolutely is. You got the wooden floor. On the left side, there will be there is a toilet or bathroom, a small one.
What, in here?
Oh, no, sorry. No. From my left
oh, you're
side.
sorry.
So sorry.
Yeah. It's alright.
I'm so sorry.
It'd be ace if I got ejected out of that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little shower.
I'm sorry. It's a little bit wet on the floor, so don't slip.
Oh, that's for the lady.
Yeah. No, you got there's the toilet.
The bog roll holder pops out. That is unnecessary, but I might get one for my home.
I mean, they're
redoing
all the toilets and bathrooms because the NPC have to use it, and the NPCs need a little bit more space that the code can actually work, so they can use it.
This the captain's quarters, is it?
Right. Got a nice chair and an extra bathroom, like.
Oh, you got an ensuite going on.
I know. Oh no, not bathroom.
Oh no, it's your for your suit, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
It'd be good if you could sit down and then go onto the computer.
You can sit down, but you can't go on the computer right now.
You know, just to bring up your normal F1 in Moby Glass, but bring it up on a computer.
Right.
Just
that would be awesome.
Yeah. 2 crew members.
Yeah.
And you got views everywhere as well, right? It's just windows here.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, it's a luxury ship, so.
Yeah, true.
Then in the back we have a nice view of the space station we're currently on. I mean, it's just fucking awesome. I'm so sorry. I mean, you don't have to assume that I have an object mindset about this game. It's absolutely subjective, so please. Then you have a small kitchen.
Obviously a kitchen.
With a marble table, so yeah.
Well, marble is the only way to go in the I series. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's one of the smaller ships I have.
This is one of the smaller ones.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous what you just said, but okay. This is huge.
We can go to Akop if you want, and I can show you in the hangar some of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Just to spoil you a little bit.
Hey, why not, mate? That's why we're here, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just show me about.
You know what I think you didn't notice about Microtech yet was they have actually placed the first river in the game on it, in the like in the last patch.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they just finished like the groundwork on the technologies because in a later date we need roads that connect the outposts and the cities on the planets, and you have lava planets where you have to get like lava rivers
That'll be
and
interesting, won't
something.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. And so they're always trying to make their technology like procedure generated proved. Like the fun part about how CRG makes the planets is they're creating a lot of assets for the
Yeah.
planet, and they get procedurally placed about around the world.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they have like a tool where they can paint the different elevations of the planet. Like this goes underwater. This is about this high, and that's defining which asset will get placed on this area. So they get their dynamic climate zones,
Oh,
and they
okay.
can just
That's
paint
clever,
like
isn't
the
it?
whole planet. Yeah, so they can really handcraft every word in like seconds. That's what they're trying to do and to develop, so they can really just go full in and like build a whole solar system in amount of weeks
That's
instead of years.
going to be crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
got a
I
feeling
mean,
if you have to land on a lava planet and it goes badly, you're kind of screwed.
I mean, there are some places in the universe you really need some special ships that provide that extra layer of the protection, because normal ships don't have the shield capacity or the hull
Yeah.
capacity. And I mean, you would just get rid apart. I mean, there is a system where there is a black hole in it.
What, currently?
That's just not like play. You can play it, but there will be a solar system which was discovered like
Ah.
150 years ago in the story, uh, which is pretty unexplored, and it's
Yeah.
the first black hole humanity gets really their hands on to study it. So the gameplay um, for scientists, I mean, these players will flood in this
Yeah.
system just to, to analyze it. Yeah, I'm not taking you to the river now because it's night where it would be. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I rotated the ship to navigate about the compass, and in the direction we had to go were like pitch black night. So
Yeah.
not
No, that's
really.
cool. This ship looks amazing in the quantum space as well. It looks so
It absolutely does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what
I
else
mean,
is amazing? I can see
what?
your hood
Yeah.
from the co-pilot seat. I can see it in front of your face, and I can see things going up and down, moving as it should.
Yeah, and I think when I change something, you can see that too. Or you should. I don't know. I don't know. The ship UI maybe isn't on the new building blocks technology, so
Yeah.
maybe you can see it. Yeah, that's also a big part. Most of the UI comes like from the early days, like the 3.5, 3.4 patches,
Yeah.
like years ago. And the new system they have, it's called building blocks. That's like a technology that they can like. Do you know how the tools to make your own website work, like the click and drop
Yeah.
systems? Yeah, and they and they're building something like that. The UI for the ship terminals where you can spawn your ships are now building blocks, so you can see what other people's are doing and where their ships are. And the elevator UI are for that, and I think that's it for the moment. The next UI that will get the change is the commodity kiosk where you can buy stuff and
Yeah.
sell stuff.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean they working on so many different things. I mean they have to. Just I mean they have so many people now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. And they've got the
700
money,
people
obviously.
are not a lot. Just to be clear, I mean, as a AAA studio can like throw thousands of developers on a game.
And you can see where that takes some people. Battlefield.
Yeah.
That's EA
True.
for you, though. You know, let's go and wreck everything.
I mean, that's also something I can't stand it anymore. Like after 5 or 4 years of really rapid and gameplay heavy updates of this game, that people say, yeah, you have to buy, you have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars in this game. Like, no.
No, you don't.
know,
I think I spent 45 quid in 2016.
Yeah,
I think I got this if I looked at it. And
that's absolutely all you needed.
That was it.
You can buy every ship.
Granted, I went on it back then and I had an older PC and it was a bit... And there wasn't much back then either. But then I've come back now and I'm like, oh my god. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the planet I will take you will probably blow your mind again. Just because it exists in a video game. So before it does, I had on my YouTube videos or streams, people said, never can they do it. That's the technology is not ready for it. It's technically impossible. Yada yada yada. And then I went to the CitizenCon on Frankfurt that year with my mother, and then we were one of the few happy people that were on the that got in.
Yeah.
And they showed the keynote where they show all the new really cool stuff that's coming, and they say we can procedurally generate cities. Here's the technology. And the really coolest part is that was a time where the most of the community were like tech enthusiasts. Like everyone was like an ITler or working some in the gaming industry. And I had one sitting right next to me, and he said, "I can't believe that this really works. I mean, fuck my company, what are we doing?" I mean, I got so many memories alone from this from the journey we took. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like there was a time they had a planetoid in the game as an alternative to the planets, because they weren't ready yet and they wanted to release something else, but don't wanted to release an unfinished planet. So they said, yeah, let's take some asset from another star system and place it in this one just to have a little bit more content. And it has that was the pretty early days of the planetary technologies. So it had a huge giant monolith like a bug. and that was a gathering place, like for people or for explorers. Like, hey, I found it, and then they posted this in Spectrum or in Reddit and said, hey, I was there. So and this was pretty funny stuff like that. I mean, there's still some stuff like that on Hurston. There were a few patches ago. Hurston had a huge canyon, like unwanted one, where you have like flat normal lands in the middle. Then there were a few mountains, and you had like an artificial canyon craved to the mountain range, like for hundreds and hundreds of kilometers, but it looked so fucking awesome because it was so out of place.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, there are still like hidden Easter eggs in the game all over the place, and there's even cave systems where the developer said, "Yeah, people just never found them. Yeah, we didn't make a quest for this specific cave, so we're just waiting for them to find it." To find it. So. Well, we are arriving at Arcorp.
Oh, here we are.
So let's get into the exterior view and tell me your thoughts. What does it look like from up here?